Welcome to Unity News. Remember, there is no need to fear. God is in control, and Jesus is King. As Christians, we are called to bring heaven to earth, standing firm on the rock of our faith. Now let's get into today's news. Today, we'll discuss 3 key stories. First, former President Donald Trump's testimony about how his faith in God has deepened after surviving assassination attempts. Second, the rise of pro-life legislation across the country as states push back against the abortion industry. And lastly, we look at a growing movement of families embracing homeschooling, rejecting government overreach in education. Our first story focuses on President Trump, who recently shared his belief that God has protected him through multiple assassination attempts. He stated that he feels God saved him for this moment in time, giving him a renewed sense of purpose. Despite intense opposition, it's heartening to see Trump publicly acknowledge the Lord's hand in his life. His courage to openly speak about his faith and his belief in God's divine protection is a powerful reminder that no earthly force can stand against God's will.
So if you want to be president, I have a lot of friends that wanted to run. They're thinking about maybe not doing it. But here's the only good thing is that it's always a consequential president that gets shot at. And fortunately, so far, I've been very lucky, or something is greater than all of us.
Ooh.
Something is up there. Someone is up there, maybe watching over us.
I think he's voting for you.
Yeah. It's funny. I always thought the most dangerous job was feeding The View. But you bring up God, and you've almost been killed twice. Do you think more about your own mortality and what happens after you move on?
Yeah, not about mortality, but I do think more about God because, Butler was really the greatest of all miracles. If I'm not looking over there, and I mean a full turn, exactly 90 degrees, I wouldn't be here right now, and your ratings would be a little bit lower.
Next, we look at the wave of pro-life legislation sweeping the nation. States like Texas and Florida are passing stronger laws to protect the unborn, despite fierce opposition from the pro-abortion lobby. This is a victory for those who hold Christian values and believe in the sanctity of life. It is encouraging to see lawmakers standing firm for the voiceless, and this movement continues to grow as more Americans realize the importance of defending life at all stages. Lastly, the homeschooling movement is gaining momentum as families seek to regain control of their children's education. With increasing concerns about the content being taught in public schools, many Christian families are choosing to educate their children at home, where they can instill godly values and protect them from harmful influences. This is a positive development in the fight for family values, as more parents recognize their God, given responsibility to raise their children in the nurture and admonition of the Lord. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." As we see these stories unfold, we must trust that God is guiding the hearts of His people and leading our nation toward a brighter future. Let us declare today, God is in control, and His hand of protection and guidance is upon us. We stand firm in our faith, knowing that righteousness will prevail. May God continue to bless our leaders, our families, and our communities as we seek His will. Be sure to subscribe to Unity News, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. May God bless you and your families. Remember, we are called to be salt and light in this world. Stand strong in faith, and let's bring heaven to earth together.